I would like to tell you that if you're watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand this solely to take your decision. Your one like will motivate me to be regular in working more hard for you. So let's start the day to analyze the movements of natural gas futures in different time frames. So friends, here you can see a daily chart of natural gas futures. First of all, I would like to tell you that we have already entered in the hurricane season of this year on June 1st, 2022, and this season will continue up to November 30th. So here I would like to tell you that on Thursday, the remnant of Hurricane Agatha of Pacific storm that hit Mexico earlier this week has given 90% chance of redeveloping and bringing heavy rains and flash flooding to South Florida. So this could keep the trend upward during the upcoming week. If it develops into a full hurricane, undoubtedly the natural gas futures could test the levels of dollar 9.5 during the upcoming week, because here the weekly closing on Friday going uncertainty, as here you can see that how the natural gas futures started this week, and here you can see that how the natural gas futures continue to form stiff resistance at the levels of dollar 8.888, and here once again the natural gas futures found a steep downward move on May 31st and tested the levels of dollar 8.127, and from here once again an upward move was there on June 1st when the natural gas futures started an uptrend from the levels of the 8.160 and tested a high at the levels of the 8.764. So here you can see that how the natural gas futures once again tested a high at the levels of the 9.063 on June 2nd, 2022, but here a sharp sell-off was there that resulted in this exhaustion on Thursday, and the natural gas futures tested a low at the levels of the 8.435. So hence here I find that the level of the 8.5 looks quite decisive for the upcoming week, because here you can see that how the natural gas futures behaved on last Friday. As here you can see that on the low side, the natural gas futures tested a low at the levels of the 8.268 and a high at the levels of the 8.694, and finally closed the week at the levels of the 8.537. So friends, here I find that during the upcoming week, we could find the impact of this hurricane season that could continue to keep this trend in upward direction, as here we can see that how the natural gas futures have been maintaining an uptrend from up till 25th from the levels of the 6.382. Undoubtedly, there was extreme volatility during this period, but the overall trend was in upward direction, and here I find that if the natural gas futures find a downward move, we'll find an immediate support at the levels of the 8.063, which is a launching pad for the natural gas futures during this time, and the next support will be at the 26 days moving average in the daily time frame, which is currently at the levels of the 7.915. So friends, here I find that if the natural gas futures start the upcoming week with a gap down opening well below the levels of the 8.204, we'll see a sharp downward move where the immediate support can be seen at the levels of the 8.063, and the next support will be at the 26 days moving average, and the final support can be seen at the levels of the 7.571, where once again the natural gas futures could find strong buying support from here. So here you can see that how in a daily chart we have seen the formation of a bullish crossover here, and since then we have seen the natural gas futures have been maintaining this uptrend, but here you can see that finally the natural gas futures closed the week well below the 9 days moving average, which confirms extended volatility. But here I find that a gap up opening well above the 9 days moving average will keep this uptrend intact, where the immediate resistance can be seen at those of the 9.065, and the next resistance will be at those of the 9.432, So friends, here I find that the level of the 9.432 could provide some resistance here, but here if sustained move well above this level could keep this uptrend intact well above the levels of the 9.5. So friends, here I find that if the natural futures find a sustained move well above the level of the 9.432 during the upcoming week, we'll see a breakout move up to the levels of the 9.983. So friends, here one more important thing I would like to share with you that last week the US National Ocean and Atmospheric Administration NOAA predicted this year will be the seventh above average hurricane season in a row. NOAA forecasts estimates 14 to 21 named storms this year, 6 to 10 of which will become hurricane and 3 to 6 could develop into major hurricane during the period June 1st to November 30th. So here I would like to tell you that during the last year, 21 named Atlantic storms caused about $80.6 billion in insured damage in the United States, with one storm, Hurricane Ida, accounting for $36 billion of those losses. So here, this Hurricane Ida developed on August 23rd and continued to impact the major production sites up to September 4th, and during this period the natural futures started to move upward. So friends, here you can see that how the Hurricane Ida resulted in a sharp upward move in natural gas futures. This Hurricane Ida started on August 26 and continued up to September 4th, and during this period the natural gas futures started an uptrend from the levels of 3.833 and tested a high at the levels of 5.674. So here you can see that how the Hurricane Ida resulted in a move that was of more than $2. So friends, here you can see that how the natural futures started to behave from June 1st, 2022, and here you can see that currently the natural futures have been well sustaining above the level of the 8.3, where I find that the natural futures could find a strong base here at the levels of 8.219. So friends, here I find that if the natural futures hold this level during the first trading session of the upcoming week, we'll see a breakout move well above the immediate resistance at the levels of 9.065. On the first two trading sessions, the natural futures could find a breakout well above this level, and on the low side I find that only a breakdown well below the level of the 8.2 could continue to increase selling pressure in natural gas futures, where the immediate support can be seen at the level of the 8.063, which provides a strong bouncing move to natural gas futures, because here you can see that whenever the natural gas futures try to sustain well below this level, we found a steep reversal. So friends, here I find that any dip up to this level provide a good opportunity to go long well above the 26 days moving average, which is currently at the levels of 7.915. So friends, here I find that any downward move in natural gas futures during the upcoming week will provide a good opportunity to go long well above the levels of 7.843. So friends, here I would prefer to go long for the target at the levels of 9.5. So friends, now let us check this move in an hourly time frame. So friends, here you can see that how the natural gas futures behaved in an hourly time frame since May 31st, when the natural gas futures tested a low at the levels of 8.127, and from here strong buying was seen here, and the natural gas futures tested a high at the levels of 8.420. So friends, here I find that this level seems to be an immediate support, because here you can see that how a breakout well above this level continued to push the natural gas futures in upward direction. So here I find that finally the natural gas futures have seen a weekly closing well above the levels of 8.4, where I find that if the natural gas futures start the upcoming week well above the levels of 8.751, above the 200 days moving average, which is currently at the levels of 8.718 in an hourly time frame, This will confirm a breakout move above the levels of the 9.065 during the upcoming week, and here a system move will keep this uptrend intact, because here I find that if the natural futures sustain well above this level, we'll find a breakout well above the levels of the 9.432, and friends, here I find that the natural futures could try to sustain well above the levels of the 9.5 during the upcoming week, but from here a sharp sell-off can be seen from the levels to the 9.822, where the next resistance can be seen for the natural futures. But here I find that if the natural futures find a breakout well above the levels of the 9.888, we'll see this uptrend to continue during the upcoming weeks. So thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.